It's New Year's Eve. Get ready with me. We're gonna glam. So let's get started. I know this isn't a new palette, but I did pick this up at Sephora and I wanted to try it out for today because when it comes to eyeshadows, Anastasia Beverly Hills is definitely the gold standard in pigmentation. Normally I do my face first and then eyes, but we're gonna go all out with the smoke and shadow today. So I just want to avoid all out sticking to my makeup. And I have a little bit of concealer on underneath my brow, but we are going to push this P. Louise base up over the brow area because we're gonna blend up. And I'm also gonna take it beyond the eyebrow out through here and this inner corner because I don't want any patchiness. Can't forget the lower lash line. I have this color Sunrose. Leave our eye open, wedge the brush into that crease, and now we know exactly how high we need to take up that color. Also pushing that underneath the lower lash line. I'm switching it to a pointed to tapered brush, and we're going to go deeper with the crease, keeping this color just a little bit tighter through here, taking our time to kind of rock it back and forth, and also shape this outer V by bringing it to a point. Same pointed brush. Now we're going into the dark brown, and we're going to intensify that even more, following this outer V, and then rocking it through the crease into this inner corner until it looks like this. Now grab that first brush and that first brown, run it over all of that, and it's going to soften all of this up and bring it all together. Look at that. This compared to this in just a few quick blending strokes. And now I had to switch to this palette because I need this black, but you want to take a brush that's super tiny, just like this, dip into the black and lightly run it over this outer V right here where you barely have just like soft, faint black lines like that. Grab your blending brush. And what this does is guarantee that your crease stays really dark and pronounced in the sea of brown shadows that we blended out. So by adding just a touch of black shadow, you can see that it mixes in. You can't really tell that we added it, but it just intensifies the crease and keeps it dramatic all night long. Now we're going to go with this color Heavenly right here, but we're going to use Fix Plus to saturate the bristles and turn this into a wet shadow so we can get this level of pigmentation. So spray your brush, grab some shadow. As you can see, it turns into this gorgeous wet formula. Press and swipe it on the lid. Look at that shimmery, glistening goodness. Now just push it into the shape of a half circle so we can get the lid covered. And it's okay if it overlaps the brown on the outer edge. Look at that shine. Now I just take a brush and tap some dry shadow on top of it to set it in place, and this gorgeous glittery eyelid will stay in place all night. I need to merge the lid and the crease together, and I also want to incorporate a little bit of this pinky tone right here. So let's grab that pointed brush and wedge it over where the shimmery lid meets the crease, lightly tap and blend over it just like that. Now grab a black pencil. This one's One Size by Patrick Starr, and lightly trace this outer eye area, but don't take it all across the lid because we just want the outside to be the smoky smudged area, kind of creating the like precursor for my cat eye. So this is what it should look like. And then take our pointed blending brush with some brown shadow and lightly buff it over that black liner, and it's going to mix in with the black gel liner and turn into like this gorgeous dark brown hybrid, and it kind of seals it in and locks it in place. And now it's time for liner all across the lid. I had to pull out the best of the best, which is Inglot. This is the darkest, most pitch black liner on the market. A little bit of it goes such a long way, and it dries down quickly, so we have to move fast. So this tiny little brush is such a lifesaver when it comes to eyeliner because I really don't want a thick line. I don't want to cover up all of our artwork, but I do want to give some density and opacity to the lash line. And just look at that. This eyeliner is unrivaled. If you ever feel like your wings get out of control, grab a flat brush with some micellar water and then inch up around the edges to just get them extra sharp. For my tight lining and my lower lash line, I'm switching to this brush, which has a very soft rounded edge, so it can't poke my eye. I always use rounded brushes to tight line because you can get in there and it doesn't irritate the eye. You can get super precise. Normally something like this motion right here would totally irritate my lash line, but because I'm using a rounded brush, it doesn't. So all I'm going to do is add brown shadow directly underneath where that black gel liner is in my waterline, and kind of use this brush to slightly mix those two together so that we get a nice, beautiful blend. That's all I'm going to do for the eyes here. I'm going to do complexion and come back and do lashes with you guys. Coming to you mid New Year's Eve glam because I got a new Pat McGrath liner. This is in the color Brown Nouveau. It's stunning. Let's put it on. Oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful brown, and it glides on. Okay, this is so like 90s glam perfection. Let's get a lipstick on. I'm going out, so I need something that's gonna last. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Hudson. Yeah, glad I made that choice. The Maybelline Sun Gloss on top of it. I've been obsessed with this because it's like gold shimmery goodness. I mean, okay, we have to do the rest of the face and come back. Back with the complexion done. I've had some baking powder here, so I'm gonna dust that off. Mascara, we're gonna do Maybelline Sky High on the top and bottom lashes. I forgot we're supposed to finish that lower lash line smoke. So back in with that rounded brush. Let's go back in with some of this brown shadow, and then where the black meets the concealer and the powder underneath the eye, we're gonna lightly wedge some brown shadow to bring those two areas together. First with this flat brush to pack on that color, and then back in with a fluffy one to softly diffuse it. And now for lashes, we're going drugstore with the Ego Flare from NYX. I'm obsessed with this. I love how dramatic they are on the ends, and I think it's perfect for this look. My lash glue is drying. We're going to take Rare Beauty highlighter and Flaunt, and then lightly run it through this inner corner, and then a little bit down the bridge, but it's so blinky blindy that I actually don't want to put it on the cheeks today. I just want the eyes to be the spotlight, so I'm probably going to skip highlighter on the cheek, which I think I'm okay with. Our glue's tacky. Let's pop these on. on. Just look at that. It's like the right amount of drama. I've had rollers in for about 3 hours now, so time to take them out. And to take out the curls, all you do is grab these pins, throw them out, and then as you roll your hair out of the roller, just try to like keep it tight. And it's giving it Dyson Airwrap, but like tighter and will actually last. Final one. I'm gonna do a middle part, maybe switch it to the side when I'm ready to go out, but we're gonna see. These are the curls you get from rollers. I love it. It's fast, easy, affordable, and you can multitask. Okay, back from dinner. Now I just changed into my New Year's dress, but this is the hair now that it's kind of fallen throughout dinner. I'm gonna brush it through and then spray the flyaways down. And I think as they continue to fall, it's just gonna look better and better. Okay, brush the curls out, and I'm gonna take this little stick from Amazon and then run this over the top. I try not to use too much of this because I don't want my hair to look flat, but it does need a little bit of taming through here. I'm gonna spray down everything with Tresemme level 4 and then use my finger to smooth it out. I don't want to like brush through it because it's going to make it really flat. And we're off.